Colds, viruses, and the flu are inevitable parts of fall and winter, but the sniffles don't always mean COVID-19, and it can be difficult to identify different respiratory illnesses due to overlapping symptoms. Fortunately, there's a test for the typical sniffle-causing ailments you may encounter during the colder parts of the year. Joining us to tell us more is Chief Medical and Scientific Officer and President of Early Development Research Laboratories at LabCorp, Dr. Brian Cavaney. Doctor, so can you share the difference between COVID-19, the flu, and RSV?
Yes, the tricky thing is there are dozens of different respiratory viruses that give us all those same generic cold and flu symptoms throughout the wintertime. And so you can't really tell, because they all overlap a little bit, you can't really tell which virus it is just from checking your symptoms.
Right, so how can we differentiate the symptoms between these viruses?
Well, if you are in one of the high-risk categories or you have a disease that impacts your immune system, you're on medications that suppress your immune system in some way, your doctor might want to put you on one of the medications to treat the three main viruses we worry about in the winter, which is COVID, flu, and RSV. And then you typically don't need treatment for all of the other things that cause typical colds out there. So doctors can, or you can test for those three main types of viruses, COVID, flu, or RSV, either by going to visit your doctor or in urgent care, or by ordering a test yourself and then testing yourself at home with one swab.
Right, so there is an at-home triple test available, right? So how does that work, and how can our viewers get access to these tests?
Yes. Yep, great question. So we do offer the triple at-home test, which with just one nasal swab can test for COVID, flu, and RSV. It's the same exact test run on the same equipment as the one that your doctor would do if you go and visited her at her clinic. And you can just simply order it from our website at labcorp.com. We FedEx it to you. You swirl the Q-tip in your nose a few times and then send it right back to us. We run it in our lab on the same equipment and then give you the answer as quickly as we can so that you can make decisions about what you want to do to take care of yourself.
That's very interesting. That's pretty cool. The all-in-one, a little triple threat. That's very neat, man. Thank you very much. And so what are the current trends that you're seeing in flu and COVID-19 and RSV numbers? Like how is that turning out?
Right. Well, this is the time of year when we just start to see them to dip up a little bit. And, you know, in Florida, it tends to take a little bit longer because it's warmer. Right now, the positivity rates of those three are relatively low, but the CDC is predicting a pretty moderate surge over the fall of COVID, flu, and RSV. So it's probably coming our way, and it's good to think about how you're going to behave, particularly when you're going to be in big groups over the next couple of months, family gatherings, going to a football game, visiting grandma at the nursing home, whatever it might be, and either having some tests on hand so you can make sure you're safe before you go into those environments, or if you do happen to get some symptoms, checking yourself so you can figure out how you're going to take care of yourself going forward.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Doctor. All incredibly useful information. I really appreciate your time this morning. And guys, you know you can always see this segment again by heading to our website.